This is the teaching from 2010 that we looked at the day before yesterday, I think. And I think we stopped here last time, and we were talking about this sentence about just practicing freely. So I'll read the next part. That practicing must be without I, without something. Meditation is just meditation only. Just meditate. Don't think of something or someone, time, or place. This practice is intended to solve the misunderstanding that something or someone is real. Believe in not something, not someone, just ever new impermanent nature. In this way, we are stopping our traditional mind work. Our mind is always busy with something and everything, someone and everyone, time and place. It will never end if we accept something. There is a lot of endless something behind something. If we accept the time, second, minute, hours, there is endless time behind our present action. That's why, by believing in not something, not someone, not the time, not the place, just impermanent nature only, try to stop our traditional mind habit. This practice will destroy attachments to something or someone. Because of this practice, we can use our mind and body freely without grasping, without misunderstanding them as something. If you think about body and mind, it will never end. If you think about life, it will never end. Please stop that endless work. Believe the truth, just ever new impermanent nature only, not something, not someone. Can someone read these paragraphs?
It's me.
Thank you.
Thus, practicing must be without I. Without something, meditation is just meditation only. Just meditate. Don't think of something or someone, time or place. This practice is intended to solve the misunderstand that something or someone is real. Believing not something, not someone, does ever new impermanent nature. In this way, we are stopping our traditional mind work. Our mind is always busy with something and everything, someone and everyone, time and place. It will never end if we accept something. There is a lot of endless something behind something. If we accept the time, second, minute, hours, there is less time behind our present action. That's why by living in not something, not someone, not the time, not the place, this impermanent nature only, try to stop our traditional mind habit. This practice will destroy attachments to something or someone. Because of this practice, we can use our mind and body freely without grasping, without misunderstanding them as something. If you think about body and mind, it will never end. If you think about life, it will never end. Please stop that endless work. Believe the truth. Thus ever new impermanent nature only, not something, not someone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So We are always believing in something and someone. So Seattle has to keep reminding us to think about just impermanent nature only, not something, not someone.
Because
This
it's
practice,
very easy to forget the teaching.
yeah, very easy to forget. Sometimes it's easy to remember when something goes wrong or if something is upsetting us, if we feel like some unpleasant feelings, then we are really motivated to remember like this. At least for me, that's usually how it happens. It's very easy to forget when everything is fine and happy. But if I feel some fear or something like that, then I have to use this understanding to overcome it. Like Seattle says, this practice will destroy attachments to something or someone. So if we remember not something or someone, it will be easier to let go of those negative feelings. Our believing must be without I, without someone, without something. They must be practicing only, doing only. Doing by someone is using the limited power. Doing only is using unlimited power. Meditation is trying to go beyond the limit. Just accept ever new impermanent nature. It will stop thinking or paying attention to something or someone. Method is just method only, not this method, not that method. Practicing is only just practicing only. Nobody is practicing. I think we read this part. No, I don't remember. Maybe I'll start the next one. This one is 21 February 2010. Meditation is not directly concerned with our present mind and body. It is not body work. It is not mind work also. Only right understanding is important. Our body and mind is just to use only, not to occupy as our own, not to misunderstand as something or everything, someone or everyone. Something and everything is just name, just label. The truth is just being, not something, not someone. That being only is not something, not someone, just ever new impermanent nature only. We must meditate, but we must stop the idea of doing something. Instead of believing that something or someone is true, try to believe not something, not someone, just being only, which is ever new impermanent nature. Try to believe freely. Something or someone has limit. It is not free. Believe in being only, not something, not someone, just impermanent nature. The present action of believing in impermanent nature must be without someone, without something. Believing must be just action only. It must not represent to something or someone. someone read here?
Yeah, I will read. 21 February 2010. Meditation is not that directly connects with our present mind and body. It's in not body work. It's in not mind work also. Only right understanding is important. Our bodies and mind is just to you only, not to occupy as our own, not to misunderstand as something or everything, someone or everyone. Something and everything is just name, just label. The trust is just being, not something, not someone. That's being only is not something, not someone, just ever new impermanent nature only. We must meditate, but we must stop the idea of doing something. Instead of believing that something or someone is true, try to believe not something, not someone. Just believe only, being only, which is ever new impermanent nature. Try to believe really something on someone has limit. It is not true. Believe in being only, not something, not someone, just impermanent nature. The present action of believing in impermanent nature must be without someone, without something. Believing must be just action only. It must not represent to something or someone. Thank you.
Thanks. Here I thought it's interesting because Seattle says meditation is not body work and it's not mind work also. Later, Seattle always says meditation is mind work. But I think before here, he's saying like the things that appear in our mind, like happiness or greed or anger or any of these mental qualities, are also just ever new impermanent nature. So it's meditation is not to pay attention to those things, but to pay attention to the truth behind them. So actually what is happening in the mind is not the important part, because that is always just changing and not real, not something, not someone. So what we need to know is about the ever new impermanent nature, not about the mind exactly. We must meditate, but we must stop the idea of doing something. So that is important instructions for meditation, because we mostly think I'm meditating, so I'm doing something. Seattle is describing just being only. So we're always being. So anytime we can remember the impermanent nature, That is meditation. Anytime, any place. By believing the truth, which is being only, action only, believing only, knowing is also knowing only, try to stop the idea of something, someone, time, and place as real. Believing in being only, action only, knowing only is right understanding. By accepting the right understanding continuously, wrong understanding will become weaker and weaker. The aim of this practice is to change believing from temporary truth to eternal truth. Temporary truth has temporary power only, not permanent. Eternal truth has permanent power. Stop believing in something or someone. Start believing in not something, not someone, just ever new impermanent nature only. This practice is intended to go beyond limit, beyond all limits. You can use your body and mind for what you must do, but try not to forget the truth of ever new impermanent nature. It is possible doing with right understanding. Doing with the idea of something or someone is wrong understanding. It is using the power which is impermanent. By doing only, it is using the limitless power. By continuous believing in being only, action only, doing only, knowing only, which is just ever new impermanent nature, not something, not someone. In this way, we are stopping the idea of something or someone. Someone else can read.
I'm here.
Great.
By believing in the truth, which is being only, action only, believing only, knowing is also knowing only. Try to stop the idea of something, someone, time, and place as real. Believing is being only, action only, knowing only, is right understanding. By accepting the right understanding continuously, wrong understanding will become weaker and weaker. The aim of this practice is to change believing from temporary truth to eternal truth. Temporary truth has temporary power only, not permanent. Eternal truth has permanent power. Stop believing in something or someone. Start believing is not something, not someone, that either new impermanent nature only. This practice is extended to go beyond limit, beyond our own limit. You can use your body and mind for what you must do, but try not to forget the truth of even new impermanent nature. It is possible doing with right understanding, doing with the idea of something or someone is wrong understanding. It is using the power which is impermanence. By doing only, it is using the limitless power. By continuous believing in being only, action only, doing only, knowing only, which is just ever new impermanent nature, not something, not someone. In this way, we are stopping the idea of something or someone. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. This part, the aim of this practice.
Okay. Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Temporary truth to
Yeah.
eternal. So truth.
Actually, I'm not 100% sure what Seattle means here, but I think in my understanding, it's like temporary truth is the appearance moment to moment. So every moment we see everything, everyone. But in the reality, these are only lasting the very short time, just momentary appearance, but happening so quickly that we see it as solid and lasting. So I think this temporary truth is the momentary appearance. Which has just the power, the temporary power. So just the power in the appearance for the one moment. But the eternal truth is always true. So it has permanent power. Like Nibbana is the thing that is not appearing or disappearing, not changing. So this is eternal truth.
I'm sorry. I just want to ask just to more understanding about this. So what is the truth? Truth. What is the permanent truth? So is that the presence or some kind like this?
Well, there's the truth of the impermanent nature. So that's the truth of the way that appearance and disappearance is happening, like this truth of ever new impermanent nature. So there's this kind of truth which is always always changing, but always really happening, not just the appearance or misunderstanding of something or someone. Like something or someone is not the real truth of the ever new impermanent nature, because something or someone looks like it's solid and lasting, but it's really not. Just there's just this truth of ever new impermanent nature. So that ever new impermanent nature is true, or we can call it the truth. Then there's another kind of truth, which is permanent nature. So permanent nature is also true or real. And that is what we call Nibbana, or what is not changing. That one is, of course, hard to understand because mostly we didn't experience it. But we can imagine like everything is appearing from nothing. So we can imagine Nibbana is like that nothing, not changing. And from that can come everything, or all the appearance, or the ever new impermanent nature is arising out of nothing and nowhere. So this nothing and nowhere we can call as Nibbana.
I'm sorry. What does it mean? That Nibbana? Nibbana. Yeah.
Maybe there's a Vietnamese word for this. This is a Pali word, so it's not an English word. It's like in English mostly people know this word as nirvana. Nirvana is the Sanskrit version of the Pali word nibbana. So nirvana, it has a lot of explanation or interpretation, like a heaven, or something, the experience of no suffering.
Niết bàn, niết bàn, niết bàn.
Yeah, yeah, Niết bàn.
Niết
Okay,
bàn,
okay.
niết bàn.
Thank,
Niết
thank,
bàn.
thank you. Thank you, Trâm. Dạ, cảm ơn chị.
So Seattle describes there's like two kinds of truth, actually, permanent nature and impermanent nature. So both of these are true. But the impermanent nature is only true for, the very short time. So that's why he's saying that the temporary truth has temporary power only. I think that's what he means. Or he may be talking about the appearance of something or someone. Like maybe something or someone has some power, but not real power, because it's not real. So this is kind of very deep view of things and what we are experiencing. My teaching is to use only, not to occupy as something, just to use. Don't grasp it. If you think my teaching is something, it means you cannot stop the idea of something. That's why there will be no real wisdom. To use only, not to occupy. Right understanding of ever new impermanent nature is important. What you are doing is not important. Who you are, where you live is not important. By paying more and more attention to eternal truth, stop paying attention to yourself, to your body and mind. Body and mind is just body and mind only, not mine, not yours, just to use only. Someone can read these two paragraphs.
Yeah, I will read.
Thanks.
My teaching is to use only, not to occupy as something, just to use. Don't wrap it. If you think my teaching is something, it means you cannot stop the idea of something. That's why there will be no real wisdom. To use only, not to occupy. Right understanding of even new impermanence nature is important. What you are doing is not important. Who are you? Who are life is not important. By paying more and more attention to eternal truth, stop paying attention to yourself, to your body and mind. Body and mind is just body and mind only, not mine, not yours, just to only. Yeah.
Thank you. This is kind of funny and interesting that Seattle says his teaching is also not something. This is like if you think of just the sound appearing and disappearing, or what he's teaching is also just concepts about the truth, or he's using words to describe the things that are beyond words. So it's nice. We just use his teaching without grasping it. So we don't need to hold on to it tightly as this is right, or just use only, just feel the words and the understanding. And I always feel some kind of comfort when Seattle reminds like this, what you are doing is not important. Who you are, where you live is not important. Because I think we feel a lot of stress or maybe pressure about these things. So automatically this idea kind of is like relief to me, because none of this is like the ultimate truth. So we don't need to pay attention to it deeply and seriously, because we can just pay attention to this truth instead. Stop paying attention to yourself, to your body and mind. That's interesting, you know, because that's pretty much what we are always doing. But if we think of it in this way, not mine, not yours, just to use only, we don't have to worry about it. We can just use it to be in harmony with the truth about nature. So have another question and answer with Seattle. We can see. Does everyone see this question? If we can practice meditation for a long time, will it help us to be smarter? Okay. So someone asks Seattle like this. And Seattle answered, yes. If we don't practice meditation or mindfulness and detachment, there will be more ignorance and attachment. In this way, the mind will not be healthy and wealthy. The mind is more important than the body. This question is just from the trip in February in Vietnam, in Vong Tao Monastery on the mountain. The mind is more important than the body. If the mind is not healthy and wealthy, there will be delusion, misunderstanding, difficulties, and problems in our life. Practicing meditation or mindfulness and detachment are essential for everyone who has a mind. Healthcare with medicine and doctors are essential for the body. So also meditation centers and practicing meditation are essential for the mind to be healthy and wealthy. If the mind is healthy and wealthy, we will need nothing. There will not be worry, fear, sorrow, or stress. That's why we all should continue practicing meditation and doing good deeds, not only for this life, but also for the endless life cycle, and also to get enlightenment. You all should share what you understand. The more you share, the more you will understand. Teaching Dhamma alone is not enough. Everyone should teach or share what one understands. It is what we should do. Will someone read, please?
Yes. If we can practice meditation for a long time, will it help us to be smarter? Sedoza said that, yes, if we don't practice meditation or mindfulness and detachment, there will be more ignorance and entanglement. In this way, the mind will not be healthy and wealthy. The mind is more important than the body. If the mind is not healthy and wealthy, there will be delusion, misunderstanding, difficulty, and problem in our life. Practicing meditation or mindfulness and detachment are essential for everyone who has a mind. Healthcare with medicine and doctor are essential for the body. So also meditation center and practicing meditation are essential for the mind to be healthy and wealthy. If the mind is healthy and wealthy, we will need nothing. There will not be worry, fear, sorrow, and or stress. That's why we all should continue practicing meditation and doing good deeds, not only for this life, but also for the endless life circle. And so to get enlightenment, you all should share what you understand. The more you share, the more you will understand. Teaching Dharma alone is not enough. Everyone should teach or share what one understands. It is what we should do. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice. So this was at a one-day retreat in Vang Tao, and the audience was mostly many young people. I think some of them were new to meditation. Of course, this is kind of funny that practicing meditation or mindfulness and detachment are essential for everyone who has a mind. It reminds me that Sayadaw said everyone is welcome in Tapawa meditation as anyone who's breathing. Anyone who's breathing is welcome in Tapawa Meditation Center. So it's nice to think that all we really need is a healthy mind. Otherwise, besides healthy mind, we don't need anything. And we can imagine like any bad situation, if our mind is okay, then we are okay. And we can see it in others. Some people face some extremely difficult conditions, but if they have the strong mind, then they're okay. So our real home is like our mind, and the quality of our mind is like the quality of our home. So some people may be on vacation or live in a very beautiful place with very wonderful conditions, but if their mind is not healthy, then none of that is important. They may still be not okay. And then after that, someone asked this question. Dear Seattle, how can we avoid drowsiness during meditation? And how can we transform past bad actions into good karma? If we meditate with our business or job together, there will be drowsiness when we sit meditation. It is because education or business we are doing these with ignorance and attachment. Therefore, whenever we do business or learn as a student, the ignorance and attachment will be strong. It is because at school, they will teach only the school lesson. At the job or business, they will teach only what to do. They won't teach about mindfulness and detachment. That's why whenever we do social activities or meet with lay people who are not meditators, our mind will be affected by their ignorance and attachment. That's why if we can, we should stop our job of earning for ourselves or family. We should stop social activities, and then we should try to be monks or nuns or full-time meditators at the temple or meditation center. Will someone read this again?
Dear Sayadaw, how can we avoid drowsiness during meditation? And how can we transform past bad action into good karma? If we meditate with our business or job together, there will be drowsiness when we sit meditation. It is because education or business, we are doing this with ignorance and attachment. Therefore, whenever we do business or learn as a student, the ignorance and attachment will be strong. Or it is because at school, they will teach only school lesson. As a job or business, they will teach only what to do. They won't teach about mindfulness and detachment. That's why whenever we do social activities or meet with lay people or are not meditator, our mind will be affected by their ignorance and attachment. That's why if we can, we should stop earning. We should stop our job of earning for ourselves or family. We should stop social activity, and then we should try to be next new pet.
Monks. Monks or nuns?
I cannot see in skip. Okay. And then we should try to be monk or nuns or full-time meditator at the temple or meditation center. Thank you.
Great, thank you. This is funny because the man asks Sayadaw about how to deal with sleepiness in meditation, and Sayadaw ends with, we need to become monks or nuns. So it's because I think this is just a one-day retreat. So Sayadaw wants to include everything for them as fast as he can. But it's also a good explanation. We do get tired outside in the society life because there's no time to stop and remember, what's really important or what's really going on. We can get very lost in the apparent truth, which will make us feel stressful or busy, or dealing with other people who aren't meditators. Our minds are affected by the other minds. And at the school, they don't teach about mindfulness and detachment.
So do đạo so do đây so do đạo teach we learn in school, we learn something. Maybe they are ignorance and detachment. When right now I practice in meditation every day, and I learn English with you, Linda. maybe it's a rather ignorance or detachment, ignorance and detachment. I am learning, we learning English, Dhamma with you.
You mean maybe
And
you're
maybe there are there ignorance and detachment here.
ignorance and attachment.
Ignorance,
Yeah.
ignorance.
Yes,
Ignorance.
with ignorance and attachment. Yeah, that's funny. But yes, we do that. Mostly we're always together with ignorance and attachment. Even we may be, looking at the Dhamma talk and studying about Dhamma and meditation, but I still think, like I'm in the kitchen and I'm drinking my tea, and I'm thinking about my feeling in my body, like this is real. Maybe feel hot or cold, or I'm not using the right understanding mostly all the time. But it's okay, I like Sayadaw's teaching because he always reminds us this ignorance and attachment is also just to use only, and not to reject. Because if we reject it, we think I'm wrong, or I'm bad, or I'm not good enough. We may be disappointed, but then our mind is not free, and learning the Dhamma and practicing meditation should be helping us to feel better and more free. So it's not about blaming ourselves that we don't have mindfulness and detachment. It's like once Sayadaw gave the example, like seeing a dead body. It's not nice, and maybe we don't want to see it, we don't want to look at it, but it is the truth, or is real. I mean, we need to see it like a part of the nature. So maybe we don't like to see our ignorance and attachment, but it's better. It's better, right? If we know our ignorance and attachment, then at least the ignorance and attachment is a little less. If you can see like that, like even when I meditate or even when I study English, the English Dhamma talk, there's ignorance and attachment. Seeing this is seeing the reality. So that's good.
I learn you. I am learning with you Dhamma talk, Sayadaw teaching, but and it's not my mother language. Yeah, it's difficult to follow Dhamma. Maybe I have ignorance and detachment with the vocabulary and grammar and it's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe because of your trying, because of your effort, still you may understand some, maybe not all, but you will understand some. And then when Seattle comes to Vietnam, and he will have the Vietnamese translator, and then at that time, maybe you will feel the meaning more deeply because of your effort now with the English. And maybe you'll be a little more familiar with Seattle's English words. So maybe you will understand the meaning a little more deeply because of two languages. But it's okay, I was thinking I will find the recording with the English and Vietnamese together, and then you can listen both, and then we can look at the English writing like this. So it will be more clear.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sayadaw. Yes, but I think one thing is experience when we practice meditation and we find about many questions and rely it's by yourself. Yes, it's myself. It's not okay, but it's okay if we done Vietnamese. I think we try more and more practice in meditation, and we will understand this. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. And yeah, for now, we are just doing only together, right? It doesn't matter really if we can learn or gain a lot or a little. A little is also good. And for me too, I may not be the best for sharing, but I will do it anyway. And a little is also good. Um, okay, I'll read the next part. If there were no side effects in social activities, we wouldn't need to be monks, nuns, or full-time meditators. The more we practice, the more we can understand like this. Before I meditated, I didn't have the desire to be a monk. Also, I didn't have the desire to teach about Dhamma or meditation. Only when I practiced meditation, my life changed. Oh, my mind changed, my life changed. I needed escape from the society. I didn't want to be a layperson anymore. I didn't want to do business. I didn't want to get married. I just wanted to do good deeds only. That's why I stopped my business and used all my belongings for Dhamma, to do good deeds for Dhamma, for the meditation center and meditators and meditation masters. After that, I became a monk. In this way, I could successfully get out from the society. No need to do business, no need to take care of only our family and relatives. No need to go to wedding ceremonies. No need to go to the cinema or sports grounds. No need to be dealing with the lay people. I met only with the lay people who were doing good deeds. In this way, I could use my life to get out of the modern society. I didn't need to break precepts. I was free. I could do for all meditators or those who were in need of help. I could be friendly just with monks, nuns, and lay people who were doing good deeds. In this way, I could successfully create my own meditation center after teaching for 5 years about the truth as a monk. Would someone like to read this?
It's me.
Mm.
That's why, if we can, we should stop yearning. We should stop ourselves of the yearning for ourselves, for our family. We should stop social activities, and then we should try to be monks or nuns or full-time meditators at the temple or meditation center. If there were no side effects in social activities, we wouldn't need to be monks, nuns, or full-time meditators. The more we practice, the more we can understand like this. Before I meditated, I didn't have the desire to be a monk. Also, I didn't have a desire to teach about Dhamma or meditation. Only when I practiced meditation, my mind changed, my life changed. I needed escape from the society. I didn't want to be a lay-up person anymore. I didn't want to do business. I didn't want to get married. I just wanted to do good deeds only. That's why I stopped my business and use on my belongs for Dhamma, to do good deeds for Dhamma, for the meditation center and meditators and the meditation masters. After that, I became a monk. In this way, I could successfully get out from society. No need to do business. No need to take care only our family and relatives. no need to go to wedding ceremonies, no need to go to the cinema or sports ground, no need to be dealing with the lay people. I met only with the lay people who were doing good deeds. In this way, I could see my life get out of the modern society. I didn't need to preach the precept. I was free. I could do for on meditators or those who were in need of help. I could be friendly with monks, nuns, and lay people who were doing good deeds. In this way, I could successfully create my own meditation center after teaching for 5 years about the truth as a monk.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Sayala,
Yeah.
I had a question. I see Sayadao said, I just wanted to do good this only. I wonder that is a kind of attachment.
I think it's coming from the right understanding. Because if we see the true nature, if we see that someone is not real, then we're not interested in everything the society can offer. All the parts of society are based on the misunderstanding of something and someone as real. So if you can see that this is not important, or if you can see the reality, like we are all going to die one day, so then none of these things look important anymore. So when he says, I just wanted to do good deeds only, he means dana, sila, and bhavana, generosity, morality, and practicing meditation. So after he learned about Dhamma and meditation, he sees these are the only things worth doing. Just generosity or helping the others, controlling his actions by keeping precepts, not to harm others, and willing to practice meditation. So I think for some people, this kind of desire can be with attachment. But I think for Seattle, he wasn't doing with attachment because he was doing based on the right understanding.
Hi, Sayale.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry for the noise of the outside because I'm in coffee shop. The the question, I also have the question like Uncle Khoa. Just because I see that so Salvador says that I need this escape from the society. So sometimes I also feel like that. So just but he also teach us that is just for use only, and just don't be attacked about the everything, and we need to keep going to live and do the good deeds with us with our societies. So so could we still stable with our life, or sometime, or we have to escape that. So so how about the how to know that the right situation to choose? Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good observation. I think here Sero means like we have the society way, and we have everything that the society can offer to us. But we also need another way, because the society is only offering the one way, like some people, they're not interested to earn money, or they are in a situation where they don't need to earn money, but maybe they want to help people. So the the Buddha, by creating the Sangha, the life of monks and nuns, he was making another way outside of the society, for the people who just want to do good deeds. So I think Sarah would say we need both. And yeah, we do need to be involved with the society and helping the society. But we don't need to be part of it. We don't need to be inside of it. Like, we can help from the outside. It's like someone needs to see the truth to know what is the most effective way to help. Like, if we are all doing the society way, then maybe no one is doing with the right understanding, or with knowledge of the truth, or the truth of the way things are, the truth of the nature. Because in society, the values are different. We value something or someone, or personal success, or making money. But with the Dhamma way, or middle way, we value the truth and right understanding. I mean, even if we just look at the reality that we all will die one day, then what we are doing or our view of what we are doing may change, because we may see, like, what is the point? So I think when Zero says he needs to escape from the society, it's more mental. You know, he mentally needs to escape by escaping the misunderstanding, escaping the wrong understanding in the society. And he wants to use the right understanding. So it may sound like attachment or rejection of the society, but I think Sarah was not rejecting. He just could understand that we need another way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Now there are over 100 meditation centers around the world. I can help people to do good deeds, to get out of the society. There are over 5,000 monks, nuns, and meditators in our main meditation center at Than Lin. There are also Vietnamese monks, nuns, and meditators at Than Lin. If we cannot stop business or social activities, we should try to be mindful in our daily life. Mindfulness only in sitting meditation is not enough. We should be mindful in whatever we do. In this way, we will be able to detach from ignorance and attachment of people in the society. It will take time. We need to be patient. Even if we are sleepy in sitting meditation, we shouldn't give up. We should continue the practice. We should detach from sleepiness. We cannot reject sleepiness in sitting meditation, especially for the young and working meditator. That is the nature. If there is cause, there will be effect. Now I am not only teaching meditation, but also solving the problems of people in the country all the time. That makes me tired. Their ignorance and attachment attacks me, overwhelms me. Therefore, I sometimes fall asleep even in teaching meditation. Time after time, I cannot avoid sleepiness, but I can detach. In this way, there will be less and less sleepiness in the future. Would someone like to read these 3 paragraphs?
It's me. I will read. Now there are over 100 meditation centers around the world. I can help people to do good deeds, to get out of the society. There are over 5 million monks, nuns, and meditators in our meditation center at Thailand. There are also Vietnam monks, nuns, and meditators at Thailand. If we cannot stop business or social activity, we should try to be mindful in our daily life. Mindfulness only in sitting meditation is not enough. We should be mindful in whatever we do. In this way, we will be able to detect from ignorance and attachment of people in society. It will take time. We need to be patient. Even if we are sleepy in sitting meditation, we should not give up. We should continue the practice. We should detect from sleepiness. We cannot reject sleepiness in sitting meditation, especially for the young and working meditator. That's in nature. If there is core, there will be effect. Now I am only teaching meditation, but also solving the problems of people in the country on the time. That's what made me tired. There is ignorance and attack me, overwhelm me. Therefore, I sometimes fall asleep even in teaching meditation. Time after time, I cannot avoid sleepiness, but I can detect. In this way, there will be less and less sleepiness in the future. Yes, it is like me. Even if are sleepy in sitting meditation, we should give up. We should continue the practice. Sometimes I sleeping and I tired when sitting and I sleep. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, me too. I think any meditator has this experience with the sleepiness, and we want to give up. But it's nice how Seattle says we cannot reject sleepiness in sitting meditation. So yeah, it's the nature. If there is cause, there will be effect. So whatever was the cause, then there's the effect of sleepiness. So it's nothing to be disappointed about. And yes, Seattle is often traveling and moving and talking to so many people. So he is, we can see that he's sleepy sometimes. And even he's so relaxed. So even while he's teaching, he may fall asleep. But he's not like embarrassed or attached to that situation. He will just continue teaching and doing what he can do.
My experience in meditation, I sleep enough time. I can practice in meditation good. Practice well. I cannot sleep enough. When I practice in meditation, I cannot see anything. I only sleepy. I think we need to sleep enough before meditation. Yeah.
We are honest. Honest. I like the session. In this way, there will be less and less sleepiness in the future.
Yeah, it's true. This is like hard to believe, but we can detach from the sleepiness,
Yes.
from the sleepy mind. If we know.
As you know, when I practice meditation, I sometimes I feel relaxed, and I can go out sleeping.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Yeah, right.
But sometimes I can only small time for sleep.
Mm.
Yes. But even I still feel better.
Yeah.
Yes. It's good for hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you mean in your meditation you can sleep short time?
Yes.
Or you
Short
yeah.
time.
Yes. Yeah, I noticed that also.
When
Uh,
I practice yoga
Mm.
with savasana
Oh,
savasana, I
Mm.
can relax. I can relax very nice. When I practice savasana is it's like meditation,
yeah.
deep meditation.
Mm.
I practice only 2 minutes.
Mm.
2 minutes deep meditation. It's
Mm.
very nice.
Mm.
But to short time is like a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Sometimes we sleep in the bed for many hours, but we don't feel rest.
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes a little meditation makes us feel rested. Yeah, I noticed that too. It is better for our health. I think.
In the future chú ạ.
So we should stop here today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today I learn temporary choose and antenna choose.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's very
Good.
nice. Yes.
I'm glad.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sayala. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jada.
Okay, thank you, Lai and everyone.
Good night. Bye
Good
bye.
morning,
episode
Sayala.
See you on Saturday.
Yes, right.
Yes,
Saturday.
right, Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Bye
True.
bye.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Come around night off. Good.
Bye bye chú.
Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye. Go.
Dạ.